before the show that is much simpler than it looks.
Yeah. I wasn't ever sure. I always said basic, so who knows?
But there's... Okay. You're complicating things for that. Anyway, hi. This is not your day. This is not your day.
No. No, it's like 2 months in the making, and I'm owning all of it.
This is the Mrs. Ryan disaster show? Oh, look,
yeah.
I don't think I did too good on the cameras either, so I think you're fine. I'll just come over here by you.
This is the disaster show that I own.
No, I think it's great. Oh, I'll never be able to catch that, though. That's very funny. All right, well, how about this? Why don't you do it, Mrs. Ryan? Why don't you tell everybody what day it is, and I'll fix the camera.
Today is Thursday, January 9th, 2020. 2020. Our guest is Dave Botzek.
Blachek.
But there's no L.
Oh, Botzek.
Botzek.
I wrote it down.
I know. And I probably screwed that up, too. So I apologize
I'd like to point
everyone
out, if there
in
isn't an
advance.
L, you wrote L on everything, and that's why I couldn't find the guy for a week.
Yo, I don't think so.
No. But that, may have been our communication problem the whole time. I may have been looking at one thing that had an L on it, and that's why I couldn't find it left and right. Anyway, Mrs. Ryan told you what day it is, and it's Thursday show, which is good for us. It means it's the end of the week, and that's good for you.
Thank God. Sorry, guys. Welcome back.
Oh, gosh. This is good. Good. I enjoy these. I really do. You can tell I'm totally loving it, right? Because it's not me.
Yeah.
I'll share it, though. Don't worry about it. All right. You told him what day it is. You told him David Botzek. All right. That's great. Hello, Mrs. Ryan. How you feeling today? Let's get to that, the most important part.
I was great. I have some really good phone calls to make later, so I was in that headspace, and then I just let everything else go to shit.
I think you're amazing. You're amazing. You know that I know you feel that way, so I'm twisting it a little.
I know, but I deserve it. This is
Ryan's taking responsibility.
This is why MS
Mrs. Responsibility. Oh my gosh,
up.
I smell a new character.
Yeah. It's the pain, and this is what causes MS, because this is the shit that I always was like, I'm fine. And meanwhile, the MS hug is strangling my guts.
That's what I was going to say. So right now, you're feeling up here, whatever you're feeling, and that's translating into body disaster right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
well, that I'm
pain.
sorry about. I will
so much pain.
Discontinue the twisting of the I'm sorry. See, that's where people think they're funny. People think they're funny with you, whatever, when we're out in public or whatever, and it affects you differently than it would anyone else.
Yes. I'm learning my
I
own
should know
part
better than
in
that,
it,
so
but whatever.
Mr. Ryan, should know better than that, so I apologize. Let's get this whole thing back on the track.
Disaster show. Here we go.
I'm still so happy, though. I'm still so delighted and tickled by the whole thing.
Me too.
Okay, Mrs. Ryan, we've got a whole bunch of top of show stuff to get through, and then we're going to talk about our guest, David Botzek, who is in here. I don't know anything about him, and that's kind of exciting to us. Part of what we're talking about here. Wasn't able to research this fellow. I don't know anything about him except that Mrs. Ryan booked this guy, and he's got a 944 project. In fact, that's his Instagram handle, Project P944, I believe. And somehow it's a father-son story, and there may be some emotional attachment, things and whatever. We're gonna extrapolate the whole thing out of David when he gets in here, and get to know him at the same time, which is gonna be fun for me. So.
Me too.
Until then, though, Mrs. Ryan, now that we know how you feel and everything else is out of the way, I've got a whole bunch of East Coast feeds. We've got to go down to the Orange County curtain kennel. and it's Thursday, so of course there's TBT as well. I think I can tell you right now that there's nothing new on Dave Watch, right? So we can...
I'll know this afternoon.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, geez, we may have to do that anyway. All right. Well, let's... Shut up, mister. Okay. Let's check in with there's a bunch of these, so maybe we'll cut some time here or narrowing down. We'll do only a few. Check in with Danbury Chive, and I think we're Brooke and the Kazman here. And I have not watched this, so I don't know the content. Roll it
out. Brooke just made me press stop because I was recording a second ago, but she was in the middle of checking her hair, and I thought it would be funny to start the East Coast feed. God bless you. I know. Come on, let go. This is the funny one. Anyway, guys, I just want to say one thing. Brooke's in the mood tonight because she said select anything you want to watch tonight. I want something funny with action. And Jay, what did I pick? Team America.
Yeah, that's
World Police.
Funny action.
Brooke is not a fan of puppets. That's the first problem we have, right, babe? How much do you love puppets?
I'll never get back this past half an hour now.
So she gave me half an hour, and we watched it. And we got up to the part, because, Jay, I know you love this part. Gary! And then I told her the story about why that's hysterical. Feel free to share with a million people. Love you guys. Anything else, Dave? Love you guys. Bye.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, a couple things for me. I do love that movie, but mainly because, it's quite a statement. And it's funny because I thought about it the other day for obvious reasons if you've seen the movie. And if you haven't, I highly suggest a viewing of that movie, the screening of that movie, Team America World Police. I want to make no statements on it. Just I highly recommend a viewing of it. It's the South Park guys. The South Park guys did it, and it is the puppet one. And that avoided me from watching it for about a year.
I was not into it. You made me watch it one time, and it's
because he
hilarious.
Made me watch it. Yeah.
And he must have seen it a million times. He made me watch it too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another part to that was, I don't love that part. My old roommate, Lori, who it's nice that this would happen today because yesterday was her birthday. So happy birthday to Lori Juckett, my old roommate from decades ago, it seems like now, but a wonderful, wonderful human being who I made her watch that movie. Same thing. Corrupted her with that stinking movie. And that's her favorite part. Gary. Gary. And it is absolutely hysterical. So that's that. There was something else timely on that, too, and I can't remember what it was. And then just something from a J note. Brooke was here, right? Brooke actually visited here. Mm-hmm. And we could hear her when she spoke here. I don't remember. I always remember Kaz being so loud my whole life. And I can never hear Brooke. But sometimes she doesn't even want to say anything. So it's obviously intentional. But maybe it's just camera shy. But she's always fixing her hair to be camera ready. So
I'm with you.
Right.
I heard her friend here. They got engaged here. Like, I heard all of that.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. We did a mock show. That's right. She didn't know. That's what it was. He wanted to get engaged on the show. So they came out here and the whole day. But we didn't have a show scheduled. So we said, we'll just play around in the studio and fake it and whatever. And then did we show it on the show later, though, maybe?
Correct.
Okay. Well, anyway, congratulations and best wishes. All right, let's see where Kazman is now. Roll it how?
Mr. and Mrs. Ryan, Steve Kaz. You know what we're missing? We're missing the Brooke. And Brooke and the Kazman. It's a random happy hour night, but she's busy burning the midnight oil at work. Watch out for that car. Careful. We had a little happy hour, and she couldn't get here tonight, so I just want to say some random love from D-Block downtown. Love you guys. We were at Two Steps, Mr. Ryan, which used to be, I remember back in the day, that used to be a firehouse. Love you.
Yep. Still a firehouse. Firehouse restaurant. He's right. He's right. The man's right. That's the Two-Step. No, Chuck Steakhouse. Remember he was doing that whole. That's the place we were talking about. Okay, one more.
Okay.
Just gonna roll through them. It's the end of the week. Let's just do it. Danbury Chive checking in. Ridgefield BMW. Roll it out.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. Steve Kaz, East Coast Feed, coming to you live under a car, in a car. I just thought it was funny because I'm standing inside a car, and then there's like no engine up there, and you can see the ceiling. You can see Kyle back there. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
That was it. Just random shit. We're in the shop. I'm trying not to hit my fucking head on anything as I walk by. But that's it. Love you guys. Hope California's not as fucking cold as it is here. Bye.
That was great. It looked like the production value on that was outstanding. It looked like it sounded whatever. He said the F word, right? But you heard the right in the background. It looked like it sounded.
It looked intentionally
Thank you.
orchestrated.
I can't say what I'm trying to. Yeah, what I mean. Thank you.
Yeah. Slow meal, do it. That's all I can do today.
I hope people enjoy this one.
I think everyone will.
All right. Okay, so Saturday is the lag event. Auto Kennels lag, except that it's January 11th, so it's 1/11.
That's pretty cool.
Of course we're going, and we've got a quick video from Paul Kennel to remind us all about it. Roll it out.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan. This is Paul Kennel from Auto Kramers here in Orange County, behind the Orange Curtain. And this Saturday, we are having our monthly Lazy Auto Kennel Gathering. It's this Saturday morning, 9 to 11 a.m. We have a bitchin' food truck, great burritos. Look forward to seeing you as I pull up right here to our location. And I'm driving my wife's 67 VW Bug with 29,000 original miles. So anyway, love you guys. See you soon.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
Mr. Kennel.
Love you, Mr. Kennel. That's great. Oh, what? Okay. Love that auto kennel. That's one of my favorite. I love non-events. I love non-events, and that's one of my favorite non-events.
Yep.
Breakfast Club, non-event.
Agreed.
Lazy Auto Kennel Gathering, non-event.
Agreed.
And the people that show up, like you, I don't want to. It's going to become Trancus if I do that. You never know who could be there. Because that's not why anyone goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just people that like to talk to each other.
Yeah. And there's always cool cars because it just is in a community where they're all constantly rotating and turning over.
Yeah.
And sometimes, somebody buys it from someone else and then they change shit. So it's like it's
It's
always
a nice
there's always
community.
evolution
It's
going
its
on.
own little group up there. I like it. Down there.
Absolutely. And Mrs. Ryan, the last thing I have to do, I believe today, because we're going to skip Dave Watch until you have something next week, is it's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Yay.
It's Thursday. Everybody knows what that means. We take a trip down memory lane, which we call TBT. Today we're going to visit the snow on the crest in a photo shoot we did with Totes My Gold. Roll It Out. Very good day.
Yeah, I thought I saw a flurry before. Pretty sure now.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hi, Mrs. Ryan.
There's Darren. Hi, Darren. I love that shot. With the snow in the mouth and everything, I just love that shot. It's like the car just ate and he hasn't wiped his face yet, Car saying, ice cream!
There's our buddies. Gonna get us out of here safely. Totes my gold.
I love it.
That was a gorgeous day.
I was gonna say I love the day, I love the video, I love the guy. Let's talk about Totes My Gold for a second because I don't even recognize him there.
Totally
I'm
different.
used to the new improved Totes My Gold. Since that, did you see the date there? That was like February, early February of last year.
Yeah.
So almost a whole year ago. And Totes My Gold looks heavier there to me. He's a lot hairier there to me. I don't know, he dropped a ton of weight. He cut his hair. He shaved his beard. I think he's in a relationship. He bought a Porsche. I mean, like, the guy changed his life in a
He
year.
moved like across town. Like I never recognize him when we see him at
And he's out and about nonstop now, and it's so great because he's got the Porsche, so he's going to all the events and everything. It's so great. So we love you, Totes My Gold. Totally not fair, Mark Goldbaum. Totes My Gold. We love you, and we're just really happy for you. Keep it up. Mm-hmm. Now I feel like I've got time to kill. Do a check-in. How you feeling on that MS hug?
It's still there.
But it's loosening, hopefully.
Sure, I'm trying to
No.
not think about it.
Really?
It goes through, it ripples through my whole body, and then it's like too late.
Can we talk about the chair that you sit in?
Sure.
Because some people think that may be not. Oh, it's so rigid. Is that? I've heard that comment be made before. Certainly, when we were doing when the production designers were here to talk about building the set for PEC, they were like, "Should we get a comfier chair for her?" I was like, "Well, we could get a comfier chair for her. That's not it. We've gone through tons of chairs. You chose this one at the end of the day."
Realistically, I'm not comfortable in anything, so it doesn't matter. Like we said, people talk to me about the seats in the car all the time. I'm like, I don't make aesthetic decisions about shit. It's not my bag. So I learned to get comfortable wherever looks best. Like that, and that's fine. That's great.
Wow. Okay. But you're comfortable.
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, the chair. That's right. It's not. You can't answer that. It's not fair. But I mean, the chair is not an issue.
No, I mean, I sit like a goblin, but like it is what it is.
But it helps you stay upright.
Yeah, it helps my spine.
There you go. Helps your core.
That's the important thing.
All right, Mrs. Ryan. Well, with that, it's time to ask the question that's on everyone's mind. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan?
Cheese boards were a food thing for a while.
They're not anymore?
Well, they kind of are, but the cool thing to do is apparently like French fries board.
Oh,
Instead.
I want a French fries board. I want a
It's
French fries
got
board.
all different kinds of fries, like crinkled fries and tater tots and wedge fries.
Oh, and then varieties of sauces so that
Yeah.
you can. Oh, well, I like that because I like different things on sauces. I like the malt vinegar and I like the mayonnaise. Ironically, I don't like the ketchup, but all the things are neat.
It's pretty rad. There's aiolis that you can put on, and different sauces are the name of the game.
So how's this? Are these starch things? Is that any better or worse for you? Like it's starch and fat basically than say cheese, the dairy, which we're replacing, and meat probably like cheese and prosciutto and stuff like that.
But it depends on how you look at it. But I think people will like to eat. It seems
no worse,
easier
right?
to pick at. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sounds great to me. It sounds like a sampler platter at like a TGI Fridays or something.
Sounds great. It's a new party thing. Like, go to town. It sounds awesome.
You're awesome.
Oh, you're great. There is it's TCAs right now, which is Television Critics Association, which is
You used to have to do that all the time. I never knew what it
all
stood
the
for.
time. And there's usually, I'm really owning who I am now because I'm a busted disaster who can't book a show for shit. So, because I used to do the other side of it. So TCA,
Where the shows would call you and everything, and you would say yay or nay based on.
yay or nay based on whatever so and so was promoting and who was paying them to hawk their products and all that nonsense.
All the underbelly stuff that nobody probably who watches this show would know about. The industry people, yes, but like car people probably don't know much about that.
No, so this is the back end of that, and I'm doing the best I can, but it's all new. But the TCAs I used to go to a lot because I had clients that were there, and it's basically like a showcase for long lead for industry press, not consumer press, but that's where all the news comes out of.
In a weird way, though, I'd call it one of those like a trade show. I'd call it like a
Yeah.
trade show for shows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're gonna sell these. We have these 3 shows on our isn't that kind of what it's for? For not for distribution though, but for to get the eyeballs, right? To get the publications and everything.
That's in the fall. That's at upfronts. That's for advertisers.
Don't let me get. I'm sorry.
This is back end of the TV business, and so it's like for industry press, like what's been bought, what's picked up for pilots, like what's going to be like the cool thing. Anyway, ABC's is the one now. They do one network a day, and it's all changing because of streamers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it used to be one network a day. So ABC's now, and they're gonna produce a sequel to 30 something.
Oh, we talked about that. We've said, oh, they should do that.
Yeah.
A sequel, as in with the same people, but probably 50-something now or something.
4 of the same people, and then all the kids that were in the first show are
So it'll still
grown
be
up.
30-something. It'll just be the next generation,
Yeah.
which are now 30-something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So I look forward to it.
People probably don't even remember that
I
show
don't.
at all now. Gosh, it might have been the Boomers generation. You know what I mean? Like my mom would have watched it.
Yeah. My mom loved it. It was a hot show in
Yeah.
the 90s.
I remember when Gary died. It was a big deal. Gary died of cancer. Sorry, Gary. Gary.
Sorry, bud. So you won't. So he won't be on the sequel. Okay. Okay. Lastly, the Wienermobiles are hiring. You can apply.
To drive?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Based in Chicago, they're hiring 12 drivers. It's 27 feet long. And they got 7,000 applications last year.
Have you ever seen one?
Yes.
27 feet long sounds smaller than they used to be. They used to be really big, and then even when I saw it, they brought one to the practice in the whole David E. Kelly lot a long time ago, 20 years ago, whenever that was, and it was huge. But 27 feet still doesn't sound like enough. It probably is, but it's a custom-made thing. They're not like it's not it was this, and then they made it into they're scratch built.
It looks it. I mean, I looked at photos and like they're full-time jobs. Like the if you get one of these positions, it's a full year gig. It's a full.
Oh, it's like a Miss America commitment, is what they were saying to us. It was you make the commitment, and you have there's a code of conduct and all of this stuff because you are representing that company when you're anywhere doing.
Part of
anything.
the training is you learn the puns that you're going to hear
bun
about
puns.
Yeah, so
Ba-bum bum. Ba-bun bum. Ah, screwed it up. Too much. Yeah, no one to
they're
say
called
what.
hot doggers.
Is that what they are?
The drivers, yeah. So
The only bummer that was always a thing to me was like, seeing that makes you want one, and they don't sell them. You can't get a hot
They
dog.
don't?
From, no, you get these little whistles, wiener whistles.
that's not fair.
I swear to God.
That's silly.
And
Well,
it makes you want a hot dog.
get on an Oscar Mayer.
All right. Hey, that's me. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan? Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, we went on and on. Did the whole thing. Let's get David in here, shall we?
Awesome.
All right, Mrs. Ryan, it's time to take a break. And then we'll get our guest, David Botchek, in here. And we're going to talk about the 944 and his dad and everything else that comes along with this.
Cool.
I'm excited about it. More to come right after this Late Night Playset. We'll be back along with the Ryans and David Botchek.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at osodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm coming in. We're coming in hot. What's happening,
Hi,
man?
guys.
We are sitting here with David Botchek.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, guys. Thank you very much for
Thanks
having
for
me.
being here.
Very nice to meet you. Very nice to have you in our home, in our
That's-
home studio, and the whole bit. We were talking a little bit
Yeah.
before the show. He seems to get the whole thing and the vibe and the energy and all the stuff. And
That's what I took away from our limited correspondence. So
Oh, really?
I'm really glad you felt that too.
oh, good.
Well, maybe in a minute I'm just gonna run away, so you know.
I hope not. I hope not. You mentioned you were a tiny bit nervous, but that's all going to go away in 2 seconds.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. We handled all that. You look great, so
Thank you.
that's not an issue. Your face tattoo is beautiful, but I wasn't expecting it, so we'll have to talk about that, of course. There's probably a reason for it. Should we get that right out of the way since everyone's looking at it?
Oh, yeah. Why not? Okay.
Sure.
So basically, this is a Native American Eskimo tattoo. It's symbolizing a snake, and this snake, by the legend, it keeps the secret. And this tattoo is actually, my father was a huge fan of the Native American Indians, so he's always reminding me about him. And that was, sorry about that.
No, I want to hear
And-
everything you're saying,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you're very gentle, and I want to make sure we get all the words.
And that was the reason, like, I wanted this. And
So,
it's
so the
quite
tattoo was
personal.
essentially for your dad as a remembrance?
Is 50%.
Okay.
Because you know everything what you does in your life, you need to make sure that have some qualities that you're respecting your roots, but in the meantime it's for yourself as well. So it's not just to proving to yourself that you're capable, but you're growing as well. So you're doing it for yourself as well.
Fundamentally, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I have a tattoo on my arm that most people don't see for my dad, who passed away when I was young. It's
Sorry
very
to hear
similar.
that.
No, it sounds like a very similar story. It's not a picture of him or anything like that. It's just something that reminds me of him. So it's a constant.
Exactly.
Till the day I die, I know. I chose to put it on my arm.
Yeah.
and you chose to put it right there on your face for everyone to see. Like, we don't have a choice. What was the choice? What was your reasoning for that? To me, it says that this was obviously a very
I
powerful
just want to
decision.
put it out. I just want to put it out there, and you know, every single day, like lots of people are asking, like, why on your face, like every single time.
And there's no judgment from that
Oh,
question.
no.
I'm
Of
curious
course,
what your
of
reasoning.
course. No, I'm not taking. So basically, when I'm looking at myself in a mirror, I can see it, and you know, this is already huge. And yeah, that was it, and it's very important for me. Yeah, that's it.
Good for you. Good for
Thank you.
Good for you. Well, then I'll get past it. Yeah, I'm already looking in your eyes anyway, so I'm looking past
just
the tattoo.
Keep looking this.
Looking past the tattoo. Well, that's a nice segue to get into, because isn't the reason you're here today is somewhat due to your father? Is that right?
Yeah. So 14 years ago now, my father had to leave his global company. He was the CEO in this company.
Okay.
And basically he had to leave. And after, I think he couldn't handle this. He didn't handle this in a good way. Basically, he couldn't, just stand up and move forward. So he chose another way, and that was alcohol, basically. And I kind of had to watch my father just slowly just turn into something else that it wasn't him.
Wow.
And unfortunately, because that time I was quite still a kid. I was like 14, 15. I tried to speak with my cousins, with my family at that time, and I tried to convince them to do something about it. But instead of helping,
because you could see a decline in your father.
Yes.
So it's, we need to step in.
Of course,
that
of
kind
course.
of thing. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So what would you? So I think, like, normally that's common sense that if I see one of my loved one is just trying to choose a very bad way to handle certain situations and touching alcohol, I'm not gonna give him alcohol. I'm not gonna give him money. I'm gonna give him food. I'm gonna give him roof. I'm gonna give him a bed where he can think, where he can be alone or be with other people who actually care about him.
Right.
But instead of that,
get his mind right, kind of thing.
You see?
Sure.
So instead of that, he received
intervention and influence at the same time.
Yes, instead of that, he received money. He received a type of help, which is maybe came from love, and I totally respect that, and I totally understand that. But it didn't help. It's just helped him to go lower, basically, and then I was actually in Nepal that time when I got an email there. By the way, I'm sure you know about it, but your father is passed away. So that was.
And how old were you at that point?
That point, I was 19
okay.
when he passed away. Yeah, and dealing with this kind of stuff is especially when you're alone. I was traveling alone, and
were you an only child too?
No.
Okay.
No, I have a half a brother, but actually we doesn't have a very good relationship. But I still,
sure.
If he's gonna call me like, "Hey, how you doing?" Of course, we're gonna still have a chat. But he had to choose a different life. I chose a different life as well. But in the meantime, at that time, so I knew that my mother is gonna be alone, and of course, because my father started to, he was who he was at that time, so he was an alcoholic.
So your folks were together during all of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But after they kind of, cursed out my mother because, because of my father and his behavior and, his situation. So my mother was totally alone, so I had to go back to Hungary.
I think we have a picture of your dad here working or something. Should I put that up?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here we go.
Do. Thank you so much.
That's him on the phone, it looks like.
Yeah.
With a fancy shirt, tie, and watch on, so he clearly was somebody.
That's actually, this is the only picture I have from my father, because there was like a period when of course he was drinking, so we had to sell the house.
Yeah.
And after we started to move around, between family and family houses, and one of our cousins just threw all the pictures, all the memories out, and yeah. It's just this kind of thing.
It's a lot of family stuff. Yeah.
It's a lot of family stuff.
Believe it or not, I fully understand this. I had to deal with a lot of similar stuff. I was 18 when my dad died, and similar family stuff. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. Curious to see what you're doing with it, because I know what I did with it.
Yeah, and you see that's the key what you were just talking about, the key what I'm going to do with it, because I didn't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it, because there was a part where, you know, one side of me, really wanted to go back to my home country and tell of everyone, like, how could you let this happen, like why?
That's the angry young man, right?
Yes. My father was a monument. My father was strong. I remember him, and yeah, he was amazing. He was crazy, and he loved us so much. He loved his family as well, not just, you know, his kids and my mother, but his whole family. And after, they just let him, you know, to do this with himself. Anyway, so, you know, after 14 years, I was like, I just wanted to have a kind of answer, or wanted to see it in a different way. And actually, the major point was when my girlfriend's parents and my mother, we went for a holiday for a week, and we were talking about dreams, okay? And I'm very open-minded, and I'm always going for my dreams, and it doesn't matter if I'm not gonna eat for 3 days, I'm gonna go for it. I don't care. And I think you guys know.
Yeah, all in, baby.
All in, yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. But
were you always that way, even before your dad and the family? That was you.
Yeah, I think I got this from my father.
That was always me too.
I think
I didn't care about the money or what. I mean, this shows it. It was always. I knew that. Just keep going, and it will come.
And that's it. Yeah, and you're doing it from here. Of course, you're using your brain as well, but you need to do it because you have a kind of call that you need to do it, and you're going for it. So
you believe that too.
And I'm still believing it, and I'm going to do that, and just I'm gonna. So what happened is that we had this conversation about dreams, and they were very closed-minded, and they were keep telling me that I have to compromise myself, and I have to kind of fit in, and blah 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 blah. And that was the moment when I decided, okay, so I need to do something. And then we eventually started to talk about my father, and I like it when there's a situation, nobody there for you to slap you on the face and just help you to you know, just be who
when you're
you
truly
be.
alone, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. But when the person is not there anymore, everybody's crying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was like, don't get me wrong, but this is just sad. This is just sad.
So you could see through the bullshit of it all.
Yeah. And
can you see that? Are you that way with most people and most things? You can kind of navigate.
You can imagine. Like I'm a type of person that, and I think lots of people knows about that from me, that I don't really care. I'm just like sitting and just observing, and I like to hear things. I like to learn things, but I'm just like, yeah, it's fine, okay, and I'm gonna still doing my stuff. So that's it.
Unaffected.
Yeah.
That's a great place to be, man.
Well, yeah, I'm not. You're never gonna be disappointed. You're never gonna get disappointed, you know.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. I mean, a lot of people study and practice to get to that place.
Well, thanks to my father. I think,
yes, absolutely.
I believe that he taught me so much. Even when I was a kid, he taught me. I remember that he told me all the time, like, yeah, just go for it. Yeah, like when he put me on this go-kart school, Csaba Cashier, he used to be a Formula.
Did you say you did say a go-kart school?
Go-kart school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're saying all the right things.
Yeah, I was like 7 years old, and like, do you wanna drive go-kart? Yeah, do you want it? I'm like, yeah, why not? I didn't even know where is that. And
how old were you when you started?
Yeah, 7.
Oh, you really did?
I was 7.
Wow.
And like,
I think I was 8 or 9 when I got mine.
The smell of the gas, the smell of the Yeah,
So you
funny
were
enough.
even really racing
Yeah.
karts and everything at that age.
Well, yeah, but for like 2-3 years, and after, yeah, I had to stop because school and girls and but yeah, well, other stuff.
Outgrew
came
my
around.
uniform.
Yeah, like I had to do, but yeah, that was really cool. So after this conversation, I was very pissed off. I'm really sorry for the words, by the way, and I was very angry, and basically I decided. When I was on holiday with my family, went on eBay, and the first thing I did, I bought a Porsche 944. And
Whoa.
Yeah, I checked my bank account, how much money I can spend, and I was so angry, and I'm still so. Have that, you can call it, maybe I'm angry, yeah, but
Well, I would
still
say you
want
have
to do
there's
it.
some sort of a motivation coming
Yeah,
on, but it seems
yeah.
to be from a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, you can I'm gonna turn green back there.
No, but you've got something to prove, and that's clear.
It's not, and you see, there's a thing I just want people to stop talking about my dad as an alcoholic.
Oh. See, I don't know much about you. Is that something that goes on?
Yes,
because at home where you're from.
Yeah, because they keep talking about him as an alcoholic, but they doesn't want to remember about my father, as a person before, before.
Just that
period.
one label.
Sure.
There's
Yeah,
so much more to
exactly.
it. and-
You're totally right. They totally put a label on him, and no. So I just want to make sure that his legacy is gonna be a great one.
I think it's awesome what you're doing. I think it's. Do you know? I mean, it sounds to me very similar, maybe on a smaller level, but to our microphone company here, Telefunken. This is a big.
Yeah.
There's a big tie-in here
Yeah.
with Porsche and the history. And do you know all of that? And during the World War II, Hitler was taking control of such things and broadcasting not such good things. And then our friend Tony from Connecticut bought this company. He's a Jewish fellow whose mother survived the Holocaust. The real one.
Oh, bless him.
And he bought this company so that he could decide to put out nothing but good vibrations. So, I mean, only like Lady Gaga to the Grateful Dead and John Mayer and stuff, they all use these microphones. And it's for the same sort of reason. Somebody took something like, I don't like what you're saying about this, so I'm going to put my spin on it and change the story.
Exactly.
And I think that's wonderful and admirable for you to want to do that. How can we help? What's your overall mission other than stop talking about my dad that way? Because I know you're bigger than that.
Well, you guys already helped me. I'm here. So that's putting out the words that, I have this story, but it's not even a story. And I mentioned to you that if you have somebody in this situation in your family, don't let him. Just be there and don't give him money. Don't try to find the easiest way to help people. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we need to be there, not for long, but to be there to remind them that you're strong and you're amazing and you have a whole life in front of you.
We all need that shit, man.
Exactly.
We all need it.
And this
the depressed and the happy.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And with this car, I want to create a symbol, and this car is gonna be a symbol, not just for my father, not just for his legacy, but for every single person who needs a little bit of help, who lost a little bit, or
It's beautiful. Okay, so let's pack this up a little bit, or unpack it a little bit better. Your dad was successful, and then had a hard time, and then sadly passed away. You were a kid during that stuff. You were 19 when he passed away.
Yeah.
You were go-karting with him, and he was giving you wonderful information and stuff throughout your lifetime. When did you buy the car?
So I bought the car
How old are you now? Can I ask that?
Oh yeah, I'm 35 now.
35.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, 35. And I bought the car about 6 months ago.
Oh, so
months.
this is a new thing.
This is a totally new thing.
I didn't understand that.
No,
In my mind, you know,
sorry.
like, no, you're great, and she's great too. This is great. In my mind, this was the dad's car, and he's going to restore it and the whole bit.
No.
You're doing more of a tribute project.
Yes.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And
All right, well, then one more question then, just for the timeline then.
Please.
How soon after your dad died did you get your face tattoo?
that was like after soon, like 1 year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, after
But
1
you
year.
waited a year. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, 1 year because you know when you have a facial tattoo on your face, you after that you have a kind of stigma on you as well. So I was.
I can only think of Mike Tyson, really. That's the only one I can think of.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I take it as a compliment, but actually, I had the tattoo before Mike Tyson.
Yeah, well, your math checks out, yes.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, just
So
let you know. So.
Didn't Mike Tyson sue somebody or in The Hangover? Or there was some whole thing
I have
because
a totally different tattoo.
Yeah.
and you were before.
But yeah.
Trademarked and licensed that
yeah,
face tattoo. He did.
Well, actually, I should do it, but you know. And yeah.
So you were roughly 20 or something like that. So still in that angry young I'll show you phase. Like at least I was at that point.
Because you know, like I'm not the kind of person who just gonna go and tell my mom who's actually lost his forever love that you're a bad person. Like, no, she's not a bad person. She's an amazing mother, and she's my mother, and she's gonna be my mother forever. And she did an amazing job. But you know, we all have certain situations, and we all have to make sometimes hard decisions. And I'm sure that, you know, she had to do it as well. But she loved my father, and I know that.
It's beautiful, brother.
So well,
It is. I can see you going through it. It's still raw. There's a lot of stuff that you're still dealing with in there.
a lot. Trust me, every day. But I'm not putting it out. Except now. So.
No, I mean, as long as you're okay with it, you know, we're fine with it, obviously.
Guys, you guys are amazing. So this what
We're here to help pull some of this out.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Go.
Well,
All right,
and now I'm gonna run away.
all right, so you bought the car,
Yeah.
and the goal is not just to finish the car and drive the car around.
Not just to
That's going to be
finish.
nice and great and everything,
Yeah,
too.
actually, that's a good question. So, excuse me. So basically, my father was love with the United States, the culture, the nature, Porsche, the cars, the everything. So
Did we say where you're from? Did we skip that?
I think I mentioned it. I'm
Okay.
from Hungary.
Okay.
So
Slow guy at the desk. Sorry. What's your name again?
Well, just call me Hunter. So basically, soon as I'm finished with the car, I'm gonna take the car here to the States, and I'm gonna do a 15,000 miles road trip around the States.
A rally.
Not
Not even a rally. I guess just you.
just me, or maybe. Well, I want to do it with someone who could make pictures and videos, so
Yes.
we can make a YouTube channel about that and just
For the journey.
For the journey, and not just for the journey, because I want to try to connect with other people and not just get support, but maybe create some help as well. So just share my thing, what's happening and why I'm doing this, and I'm sure that some people going to hear this as a message, you know, that, okay, maybe I should need to work on that, you know, maybe I should go and, do something about it.
Just being aware, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Just simply looking out for whatever it is that you need to look out for to avoid whatever this is happening to you.
Exactly.
And your family or your loved
and
one.
In the meantime, you know, like, sitting in that car and just driving through the States, that's, I think you guys know it very well, it's just like a dream. So
I mean, ask her.
Yes, it is.
yes, it is. So
What did you buy? Where is it? Like detail. Like,
Okay,
I've got
details.
pictures. Can I
yes,
put a picture up?
please.
Yes, please.
Oh, my pure baby.
Is that when it arrived?
Yeah, but it's.
And we got this here.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, actually, the engine was in a quite
got
good
one
condition.
more here.
Yeah, Yeah.
I like your strut bar there.
Yeah, that's.
Nice.
I need to be creative, okay?
I love it.
Bit rusty, okay? Bit rusty. So that's lots of work needs to be done.
What year is it?
82.
Oh, okay. So that's the
82,
old square
2.5.
dash.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
The yellow
Rev,
gauges
that's right.
and-
Yeah,
oh, cool.
yeah.
But it's
Super
drivable now.
Drivable. Yeah, yeah. Drivable. There's lots of things needs to be done. But yeah, there's the baby, and I can't wait to drive it, and I can't wait to see like the impact on people's faces, and
Do you have any specific plans for the car other than just okay, maybe I mean aesthetically,
Please.
or if you're is it just, are you just going to restore it
External
back to driving,
design.
or are you going to put numbers on it for your drive, or you know what I mean?
So
Have your dad's initials?
straight away, like wider body.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
That was just a straight 940. Oh yeah, it would have been a straight 944
yeah,
back then.
so my father was very into, meantime.
Still looks pretty good though. The body's the same as I had a 951. That was my first car, the 944 turbo, and I think it was isn't the body the same? It's not actually wider,
not.
right?
No,
They
no.
just have the little ground effects
Ground
things, and the front is different.
Exactly. But I want a little bit wider in the back.
Mm.
My father had this love to futuristic 90s, like electric stuff, like
Yeah.
especially the DeLorean.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on,
he
really?
loved-
You know, I've got some history there.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
So in the meantime, I want to, just create a kind of dream car for his tribute. Exactly. So that's definitely going to go
Stay
there.
away from the DeLorean.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. It's not, no,
The
no,
DeLorean
no.
is so much more similar to, while it looks more like the 944, it's more
Yeah.
similar to the 911,
911.
believe it or not, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No power
I
steering,
learned
rear wheel
something new
drive.
today.
So there's going to be, some modification, definitely.
But when you say a little wider, are you going to actually, like,
A wider body.
Yeah, I know. But are you going to, like Magnus does, like actually have that all molded in, or are
Yes.
you going to do the 944s of
Oh,
the time and the
940
924s? They all had those bolted on
What they
boxes.
use for the rallies
Yes.
you're talking about. Yeah, I want to use the boxes.
Me too.
Yeah,
That would be my choice.
And on the front, I want the lamps
little
as well.
flares.
Yeah.
Oh, the clear lamps.
Clear lamps. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
pop-ups normally, but you can get just things that so it's always down and
Yeah.
they're just plexi.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gonna look cool. Of course, that's. As I
I
told
love
you,
your
it's not-
choices so far.
Yeah, thank you. It's gonna be white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grand Prix white.
Instead of
Yeah.
red.
Instead of red.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be white. So
Is that guards right now? A very faded guards? Okay. So Grand Prix white, I
Grand-
think, is the
Grand
white
Prix
that it would be?
Yeah, and there was something else. I wanna keep the wheels. It's beautiful. So
Oh, yeah.
wanna
Well, I
keep
didn't
the
see. Were they
vintage.
cookie cutters?
Yeah, exactly.
love 'em.
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly.
They're-
It's
so they're
so
16s
beautiful.
probably, right?
Yeah.
Or 15?
15.
15s,
15. Yeah. And I love them. The first time I saw, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I had a black on black car and it had the silver phone dialers, but
Yeah.
they were the deeper ones. So
Okay.
it really had a nice
re-
dish,
yeah.
but I always liked the look of those
The-
cookie cutters
yeah.
because of the black car and the
Black car,
Mhm,
and it's
yeah.
got this vintage look that.
There's something very that looks. They look engineered. They look
Yeah.
machined and engineered.
Yeah,
They're just
like-
angular and weird. There's nothing
It's-
fancy about them.
oh.
In fact, they're not. Most people don't even want them these days. But I still think they're
Exactly.
wicked cool.
I don't get it, but I love seeing you guys talk about it. 'cause
You can
It's a
see it,
nerd
look-
thing
you
that
can
most
see-
people don't like. That's
Yeah.
why I think we
You're
like.
getting goosebumps from the cookie cutter. You're like, yeah, okay, that's weird.
You turn around and
Like-
get giddy every time a photo goes up, and you're like, I know and you say everything that everything is. You know all of it.
Well, only because this was the first. I mean, my engine looked like that. This was the first. That was my first Porsche too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so there's that whole thing. In fact, Porsche, as in Porsche.
Yeah.
They're a car company. No.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing this morning that they have a new section on their website, I guess, where you can submit your own car story. Yours would be quite good, perhaps, for this, especially if, it's almost like a Drive Tribe kind of thing where you submit your car and then the story, and I think you can sort of
cool.
add to it and edit it and sort of thing.
I think
No, it's sort of like VinWiki. They're almost
Yeah, yeah.
copying VinWiki
But-
on Porsche.
But still, I think you need to, especially when you're an enthusiast, you need to put yourself out there. You need to share your stories with people, and especially when you're driving a Porsche, you know. And that's why
Well, it's automatically more colorful, right? Is that what you're saying?
not just more colorful, but it's just a different feeling, you know, driving a Porsche than, I'm not gonna say other car before.
That's a
I'm gonna
weird thing.
get
I'm with
slapped.
you.
But you know what I mean. And to see, like, that was the other thing about my father, to see him to talking about like Formula One or car racing or the cars, like, yeah, and the wires are going there, and like, can you see the wheels? That, like, oh my god, and gave me a goosebumps, you know, like, he was so free. He loved freedom, and he just wanted to drive. And yeah, so as soon as the car is ready, I want to go to salt flats as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What for? See what the top speed is?
Not just see the no, maybe make a video.
Just to
over
run
there.
for it. Yeah,
just
okay.
to run for it, and just
You
to maybe,
you have some pretty cool places you want to go, and
Yeah.
I can't remember all of them, but like now it makes so much more sense. Where are they?
So basically,
Were you talking about Bonneville for the salt flats?
Bonneville, there's
So out
definitely.
here, yeah.
There's a racing site as well, just before Bonneville. I don't know. We're definitely gonna go to Indian reservations, through all the Indian reservations, and there's a huge racing Dayton.
Say it again.
Daytona.
Oh,
Da-
Daytona.
Daytona.
Daytona. Sorry.
Oh,
about
yes,
say that,
sorry.
about
Yes,
it.
of course.
No, my pronunciation is very bad sometimes. So
Florida.
yeah, so we want to go there definitely. So yeah, and make a video and just share the story. That's
I love it. So do you have any leads on, buddies to go do this trip with you who's got a cool camera and a YouTube channel and all that stuff?
No, not at the moment.
So that's a call to arm. You're looking for that. You're looking for somebody, right?
Yeah.
If anybody's watching right now.
Yeah, definitely. But first, I want to make sure that the car is ready.
What's your
And
time frame?
There's no really a time frame. I want to give. Okay, so personally, I want to give 1 year.
Okay.
Okay. So at the moment I'm visiting the States, and by the way, you have a beautiful country. So, and I'm feeling so blessed. I just wanna put it out there that you guys have an amazing country, and I love it. Big time. So soon as the car is ready, just go. Sort it out all the papers and just
Well, yes, that's all good and great for your trip, but I would say that for folks like me anyway, who would probably subscribe to a channel like that, I would kind of want to see the ramp up to the trip as well as the trip. You know what I mean? To me, that's
before.
sort of
Yeah.
To me, that's half of the excitement, seeing all the work you did and all the stuff.
Oh yeah, there's
Build a
definitely-
care of who's going on the
Yeah.
trip.
So it's almost
wow.
like I'd find your guy who will eventually go on a trip with you,
Yeah.
but I'd find your guy who can be with you along the journey, not
Yeah.
the trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, does make more sense actually.
Because
Yeah.
you're the story here. I know it's your dad and the car and everything else, but it's you, brother. It's
Well,
you, brother. I don't
just-
care what you
just
say at
going
this point.
through, yeah.
You can disagree.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just want to do this. I just want to do this, and this is the most important thing for me right now. And is in the meantime, just let you know, guys, my family doesn't know about this.
What? But
Or you? Okay.
well, I'll tell you what. You're going to be surprised. Let's bring them in.
They're like, hey, okay, there's no window here. I can't jump out. Yeah, like, could you imagine that? Yeah, there's like they doesn't know anything about that.
Wow. So they don't even know you bought the car. They know you bought the car.
No,
Wow.
no, not even my girlfriend. No.
Wow.
No, not even my mother.
This is way more clandestine than I
Yeah,
realized.
and it's so interesting because in a way, I already put it out there. So I have a YouTube channel. Of course, I'm just having one video on it, but it's there. I have an Instagram
Is it what
profile
we
as
saw?
well.
The
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had to make some, things to make sure that they're not going to see it, like blocking them and that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so the reason I did that, and it's not because I don't want them to know it. It's
This
just
is where the Jenga puzzle gets interesting. You know what I'm saying? He's about to pull it, and
Yeah.
it could all stay standing and be amazing, or the whole thing could start crumbling down.
Exactly. So I don't know how it's going to be the impact on them if I see it. I don't want to I don't want to hurt them with my honesty with my, since my father left me or left us, like there's something was working inside me, and now in small little pieces I just started to put it out, and I don't want to hurt them with it. But first I want them to understand why I'm doing this. So I want them to see that it's because I want to create a legacy for my father, and a memory. And after I'm, of course, in a way, I'm going to try to explain them and, convince them that now you're never going to remember him as an alcoholic. You're going to remember him as a monument, as a strong person, as a person who was chasing freedom.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No, I think you're great, man. I think your message is great, but I think, and I hope, that you find yourself along this journey you're trying to redeem your father.
That's what I see.
Because you're awesome, and once you realize that, I think some of this other stuff you'll figure out how to work it into your life.
Well,
you know what I mean? 35 is so young. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't figured it out yet, even though we all think we have.
Guys,
But you know what I'm saying? You've got so much ahead of you still, and it's one of those like, yeah, you're going to slay this dragon for sure. I'm not worried about that. You're the kind of guy who's going to do it. And then once you do, I hope that you find peace with it, if that makes sense, because it's very clear that you don't have peace with it right now.
Oh no, and like, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. And I'm totally open-minded, and I just wanna run with it, And I just focusing on as soon as I'm going back to London. By the way, I'm living in the UK at the moment.
Okay. I thought you were going to San Francisco.
I wish.
I thought.
You told me there was San Fran tonight.
No,
I'm so confused.
So I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So with my family, with my girlfriend, we bought a whole family trip as a Christmas present to our parents. Okay, to my mom and to her.
You're such a good guy, bro.
I'm gonna run away now. But we're trying to give back a little. So today, for 2 days we were in Los Angeles, and this is the last day, and we're going to San Francisco, and after we're going to Yosemite, and after we're gonna have a little road trip. So yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. So
you how did this all work out? Were you already going to be in Los Angeles for 2 days, and you sent a message, and this worked out?
No. That was very weird.
We've been talking a long time ago, and then this trip happened, and then it was like, I've got 2 days, like.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Some of the best things happen, out of nowhere.
And actually, my girlfriend came to me like, why don't we taking them to the States? And I was like, this is not real. So I was like, okay, let's do
this. It's a sign, right?
Yeah,
like we got to do it.
Let's do this. So at least I can come here. I can meet with you guys. I can tell you guys what's going on, and I can share it with you guys. And I'm having a goosebumps right now. But I was like, okay, this is happening for a reason. So I need to grab this opportunity, not to turn it down, and just go for it and run with it. So that's how it happened. And of course, my family doesn't know about this, so I'm not gonna tell you guys what they.
Are you at breakfast right now, or are you?
No,
Did you have to go to the emergency room today? Or?
They think that I'm on a set, and I'm gonna be an extra in some movie.
That's amazing. So the story is today you're an extra on some show, just to to get the LA
clarify.
experience.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So we'll send a picture.
Yeah, just like
the whole thing.
Cut.
Wow. I feel like we're in the middle of some international espionage movie or something
now.
So.
I had the store. It's all happening.
Wow. All right. Well, what do you do for a living? Do you?
Okay,
I mean, how does that? Yeah. How does all of this fit into your life?
Okay.
Because you have a girlfriend. You have all these, or at least somebody you mentioned before.
Yeah. I have a girlfriend. Yeah, she's crazy, and she's amazing. So.
You know what I mean? Give us I mean, we've got to wrap it up, but I'm curious just what an idea. Okay. I'd love to know what a snapshot of your life looks like.
I'm not doing Snapchat.
Oh, all right. Can you just describe it then?
Okay. Yeah, it's just. Okay. So I'm working as a bartender at the moment.
Okay.
mixologist or whatever.
In
you
the
call
UK.
it. In the UK, yeah.
That can be a career position there, can it?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
There's a lot
it
of
could-
drinking that
it
goes
could-
on there,
well,
and people do it a
trust
lot.
me, yeah, it could be, but I'm not really. So I love my job and I love my working environment. I'm in the place, but that's not something that I want to retire from.
Sure.
Definitely. But I'm a bartender at the moment, and later on maybe I want to. So I'm definitely want to do some design. Because I used to do design, industrial design, some motorbikes. So definitely I later on want to do something about that or with that. And we'll see what's going on with the car as well. So
Well, I think a lot of opportunities will open up to you if you follow through this journey.
Yeah, but like I think it doesn't matter what you do in life, you're gonna always find a way to make money. Especially in the 21st century, don't get me wrong, but like there's so many opportunities, and I think I'm quite creative, so I love studying and learning. So if somebody tells me, all right, here is a job for you, but you need to learn this, I'm going to do that.
Sure.
So it's not a problem. I love learning. So yeah, that's what I do, and that's how I'm actually managing to pay the garage and like saving money to start to do something about
Pay
the
for
car.
this trip, all the stuff.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I started to do this donation website, the GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, sure.
Yeah, so I have that. So I'm trying to share this whole thing and not trying to get support, but I'm very,
We're all part
I'm
of a big
thankful.
wave
Yeah,
of awareness.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really neat
Yeah,
to see different pieces and different facets of
Yeah,
it.
so
Goes all over the world.
yeah, that's my purpose right now, and that's the only one thing I'm care about.
I'm fascinated by you. I'm hoping that you stay on target with your year, and then I hope that you're here next year, and we can have a conversation as you're driving across country or something.
and-
You know what I mean? We'll want to follow what goes on with you.
Well, my goal is to bring back the car to you guys, and
Yeah, that would be
See.
awesome.
that would be
Come
awesome.
up to Breakfast
I think.
Club.
Yeah,
He was watching the video before. He's like, "Your drive was beautiful." I was like, "What drive?" The video. I was like, "Oh, we do that every Friday."
Yeah,
That's
like,
every week. It's pretty rad.
Imagine that.
So
So
he said, "Well,
that's-
how often do you ride or do you drive?" And I was like, "I don't even understand the question." I was like, "All the time. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all we do. All we
Yeah.
do is this and that."
and that's amazing, like that's amazing, and I love that. I'm traveling since 15 years. I love traveling. I love exploring, and with a car especially, like, and with that type of car, with that.
You're gonna have a blast. Not worried about
Oh.
you, Snake.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm fine with snakes. I have animals at home. So.
No, I know. I'm so fascinated by the whole thing. I love the representation. No, the whole thing. I'm a deep guy, so I go deeper than even I'm supposed to most of the time. Is what it is. But you got a great energy,
Thank
and I
you
love
so
the meaning
much.
for all that stuff too. I would imagine that people can feel that off of you. It's not a prison tattoo.
Well,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
lots of people first like, and after we're starting to having a conversation after like, oh my god, like actually you can speak, like you have, oh my god, you're a nice person. What's wrong with you? Like,
Perhaps this attracted us together,
Okay.
Miss, ma'am, Mister,
Mr.
whoever it is.
Yeah.
Did you good? Did you enjoy this? It's okay.
Yes.
Did we cover everything?
Yes.
You should-
I think. Yeah.
You can't turn around from wherever you're going.
Well, then just cut it.
No, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we got it. You're good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Very
Thank
welcome.
you.
Very welcome. Yeah, there's no L. That's why it's just Bocek.
Guys, I have a question. For
Oh,
you.
so there's one more thing.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
So this key is from the car,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was thinking about it, when I
Probably like
heard that,
okay.
I'm coming here. I was thinking that I want to bring something from the car for you guys, and I can see that you guys have lots of things over
Yes.
there already, and I was thinking if I could just leave this here for you guys.
You're kidding. So this is a key to this car that we're looking at right here?
Yeah.
That car right there. That guard's red.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll put
That's
this on the
really
set
cool.
somewhere.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thanks,
Please.
David.
That's incredible.
I just know you guys help.
Now
helping
you
me a
have
lot,
to bring
so-
it by so we
Yeah.
can check it out one
Yeah.
day, make sure it
Yeah,
works, and we'll do a video on that.
Could you imagine that you just use? Yeah.
And then if
we
it
need
fits and
to-
works, I win the car. Yeah.
Well, you can drive
Game
it.
show,
You
game
can
show.
drive it. But
That's amazing. Of course. That's
Thank you
amazing.
so much,
awesome.
guys.
You're so cool, man. And there's no L in your name. Bocek, David Bocek.
David Bocek.
How do people follow you? Are you on the You are on the social.
So
media.
I'm on
let's do-
social media.
This is
yeah.
the part of the show we call Billboard. Go ahead.
So we're on social media. I'm on social media. Project 944. So you can find me on Instagram. And
It's Project P944,
Project
right?
P, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, thank you very much. Oh my God,
I
don't
couldn't
know
find
myself. Yeah, you couldn't find it. Right. So Project P944, and of course on YouTube channel. I got a YouTube channel as well, same name. So please just find
Beautiful.
me.
And
yeah.
then subscribe.
Yeah,
Awesome.
please.
Very cool. All right, brother. Well, you are very, very cool. And
Thank you
if
so
you
much.
were in town longer than just tonight, you fly out tonight, we would
Yeah.
invite you to Breakfast Club tomorrow. You come up, up to Newcomb's Ranch.
Thank you so much, guys. But
We
yeah,
could surely
I need
find
to-
you a ride, but I guess you're already going to be.
Oh,
here,
actually, we're going. We just rented out a GMC Yukon, so we're just gonna drive.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
You're driving to London.
to
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
So he is going to San Francisco.
I'm going to San Francisco.
All right. Mrs. Ryan, this has been a delight. Who do we have tomorrow?
Breakfast Club.
Oh, right. As I was just
Breakfast
saying,
Club.
tomorrow is Breakfast Club. And we have no guest tomorrow because this is the end of the week. And what a week it has been. Mrs. Ryan, I love you so very much.
Love you
Let's see.
too.
We got Breakfast Club tomorrow and then Lazy Auto Kennel Gathering on Saturday, 111. I love you so very much. David, we love you so very much.
Guys, thank
Thanks
you very
for
much. I love you guys.
God bless you and your whole family. I think everything's going to be fine here
Yeah.
once you all figure it out. You know what I mean?
Once-
Once you're comfortable enough with letting your family know what you're doing, I think they're going to support you.
Well,
It's all going to work out.
Let's see that. Let's see about that. But the car needs to be done, and after I'm gonna come back, guys, and we're gonna have fun.
That's right, because we got to try this key. All right, that's it. Love you. We love you. We love you at home. Please love one another. Have a great weekend. See you next week.